So let me say what's up to my crew. Let's go live in 5, 4, a three, a two, a one. Testing, 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 test, testing, testing, test Ickles, test Ickles, test Ickles. Welcome everyone to episode 714 of the Daily Mother. Whoa, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Sleazecast, Nipplecast, and Taintcast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps, and there's no time greater than a Friday to do a taint cast. I really think those are severely underrated and under influenced in the podcast industry. I don't think we have enough taint casts out there, dare I say it. And if there is, I apologize. Prove me wrong. I want someone to prove me wrong and let me know if there's another taint cast out there that I am not aware of. But those of you that are here are aware of this taint cast, and this taint cast is called Daily Swole, episode 714. We're going to talk about the best time to train the besticles time to train and answer any questions about training times, programming, scheduling, kind of a low grade faux continuation of what we're talking about this week. So it's not directly related, but it is in a sense because we're talking about program design, how to split up body parts, doing supersets, two a days. We've been talking about a lot of those things lately. So this is somewhat of an extension of that type of content. So this is actually within a single day. So if you are training 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 2 days a week, one day a week, no days a week. I mean, if you're not training at all, you're probably not watching this show. If you're not training at all, you're not watching this show. If you're not training at all, you should be watching this show and you should stop being fat and lazy and go work out. That being said, those of you that are watching are actually making some direct impact on your life. I'm assuming you are trying to do better. You are trying to work out. You are trying to improve in uh, in your own situation. You're trying to make it better. You're trying to build muscle, lose fat. You're doing stuff. You're doing stuff, and you might be hitting your head against a wall, but that's where Papa Swolio comes in. That's why we're here, and that's what I hope to help simplify with episode 714. I was going to say it in Spanish. I just couldn't pull up 14 quick enough. So 714 for those of you that are watching in Miami or any kind of Spanish speaking country, which is almost everywhere now. Happy Friday night, Dash. Thank you, Genevieve. I appreciate that. Biceps from Patrick, always acceptable. Best time to train for me is 7 a.m. So let's do that to start. Those of you that are watching on the live quadcast, welcome. We are live on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And of course, you can catch every episode of the podcast, the Swolecast, Taint Cast, if you will, on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. So I'm not expecting a massive live turnout tonight. It'd be nice to see people show up, but it also goes to show how lazy and how punched out people are on a Friday night and what makes a Friday night different from every other night, which is absolutely dick tip. There's nothing different from tonight than any other night, only that your personal schedule might change. And for the last 100 fucking years, there's been this Monday through Friday fetish in this society that gives a Saturday and Sunday off. And it's, let's be honest, for all I'm aware, it's all religious based. It's all based on religion because people go to church or do stuff on Saturday or Sunday. So religion just makes people lazy, I guess. It makes people just fucking punch out and not do anything on the weekends. Maybe it's just been the excuse like, oh, we do things and worship and stuff. We don't work out on the weekends. We don't do this. And it became like days off. It became like siesta, it became time to take off. So it's rolled into this cultural thing where Americans are just fucking lazy on the weekends, especially. I don't know how it works in other countries, but I know that in the United States, a little bit less than it was before. Things are open later. People work more frequently on the weekends. I know a lot of you work on the weekends, and that's always been the case, especially if you work retail or something like that. But I feel like now, more so than in the past, you expect things to be open all the time, right? I feel like you, I feel like people expect gyms, expect stores to be open the same time, late all the time. Doesn't matter if it's a Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday. I almost feel like that should be the case no matter what. There's nothing different from a Sunday night that should be different from a Monday night. There's no reason why anything should close earlier on Sunday and then be open later on a Monday. Like, what the fuck does Monday have to do with anything? Why should something close at 7 o'clock on a Sunday? Why shouldn't it be open until 10 if it's open until 10 on Monday? Keep it open till 10. Why are you closing early on Sunday? What the fuck? Like, be open. If someone doesn't want to come in, then they don't come in. But keep your shit open. That's my opinion. You should be open for business fucking 7 days a week. Papa Swolio is open for business 7 fucking days a week. Your body is open for training and open for life 7 days a week. Let's fucking get back to doing shit every fucking day and doing it 7 days a week. Papa Swolio is bringing back the gains 7 days a week. Don't say you're 24/7. Don't say you're 365 if you're not 365. If you're not 365, that's 8 times 12. I'm going to do some quick math here. That's what, 76? 365 minus 76. Fuck, this is going to screw me over. 11 was that 200 and was that 89? I don't know. Whatever days a year. I don't know what the fuck. Who cares? Who cares about that math? I think it might have been accurate. Whatever. Regardless, regardless of all that, regardless of all that, I think 365 is appropriate. I think we should make gains universal. I think we've discussed that and beaten that into the ground. Honestly, I think we've covered that ad nauseum, as the educated would say. But I think we've covered the fact that you should be putting in the same fucking effort every day, whether it's Monday, whether it's Tuesday, whether it's Saturday, Sunday. So every day your body can is open for business. I like that phrase. I like that. I like that. I like what I created here. I like what I created for us. I did that for us. I did that for us. I really think that the gains are open for business all the time. So you should treat it that way. You should treat your body that way. Now, that doesn't mean you have to work out 7 days a week. It doesn't mean you have to be a strict Nazi. You can't have fun. Doesn't mean you can't see your family. Doesn't mean you can't be uh, your life. Doesn't mean you can't have any kind of entertainment. Doesn't mean you can't have an off day. Doesn't mean your life has to be, oh, fitness nonstop, blah, blah, blah. I hate when anyone discerns and draws a line and separates the fact that it has to be, oh, fitness is your life. I don't want my fitness to be my life. What does that mean? This is another topic, but I want to get into this before I talk about the best time to train. What does that mean that I don't want fitness to be my life? Fitness is your life. Whether you like it or not, it's one part of the rope and it all ties in. Fitness is everything. Fitness is your health, it's your wellness, it's your mobility, it's everything. Your fitness for life, your ability to live life is your fitness. So don't tell me that I don't want fitness to be my entire life. Well, I can tell it's not your entire life because you look like shit and you probably feel like shit. So I already know what you think fitness is. I'm telling you that fitness is everything. So when you change your mind about your fitness, you make it a priority. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Was it 90? Yeah, it was 96. I knew I fucked up that math. I'm just conceptually Christian. I knew it was wrong. I don't care. Too fast. Too fast for Papa Swole. I don't know why I said 76. Too fast. The importance of you making fitness your life and fitness a part of your life is the basis of all of this. This entire episode, making sure that fitness is your entire life and understanding why it's your entire life, understanding the definition of what it means when someone says, like myself, fitness is life, fitness is your entire life. What does that mean? Does it mean you can't have fun? Of course not. Does it mean you can't have a beer or alcohol once in a while? Of course, it doesn't mean you can't have beer or alcohol. Does it mean I can never have popcorn again? Oh my God, I can't have corn. It doesn't mean that either. It means you need to take the appropriate steps to do what it takes to get your results, to eliminate the foods, to figure out what's best for you. So you're not eating the shitty food. So you're not complaining that you're retaining fat when you shouldn't be retaining fat because you're stupid and lazy and not putting the effort in to figure out what foods are good for you and bad for you and just blah, 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 going through this cycle of I wish I could lose more weight. Wish I could be healthier and doing absolutely jack shit about it. I just posted on Instagram that most people that say, oh, I tried everything. Does anyone know one of those? I've tried everything. I've tried everything. I just can't lose the weight. I've tried everything. I just can't get rid of this. Oh, I've tried everything. You've pretty much tried everything but working hard. You've pretty much tried everything but putting in legit effort to make it happen. Most of what you're doing by trying everything is doing one or two things and not doing it well, or limiting yourself to only a couple things that you're comfortable with or that you're willing to invest your time in. And as a result of that, you are not getting the results that you want. So you get frustrated, you kick and scream, you get all upset, and then you just give up and start using this phrase, I tried everything. I don't know what to do. I don't know how I can ever get results and get rid of my extra body fat. Fitness will always be in the forefront of your life. Prioritizing it is the question. I agree. That's exactly what I'm saying, Kyle on YouTube. Fitness will always be in the forefront. Prioritizing it is a question. I don't know about the forefront. Fitness is absolutely, and whether you like it or not, whether you like it or not, fitness is in like your core. It's like integrated tightly with your shit. Whether you like it or not, fitness is everything that you do. It's everything that you do. Now, whether you have good fitness or bad fitness or poor fitness, whatever you want to measure it on, that depends on, right? It depends on what you're doing. It depends on how you prioritize it. Is that one of the first things you put on the list? When you have a to-do list, do you get that done? Do you push it to the side? Do you not focus on your nutrition? So it's part of your life whether you like it or not. I think that is the dichotomy there, is that it's actually an integrated, detailed, specific, important part, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. And if you don't like it, tough shit. And if you do like it, cool. But it doesn't matter whether you like it, it is. It's there. So then the question becomes, what are you doing about it in order to make it a successful part of your life, to make it a positive reflection in your life? It's very easy just to brush it off and not pay attention, then have it just be a fucking nightmare. Very easy just to, let things go to shit. It's easy. Why do you think people let things go to shit? Why do you think people don't care? Why do you think people don't pay attention? Why do you think people don't try to eat healthy? Why do you think people are overweight, fat, lazy? Why do you think? Because it's easy. It's easy to do nothing. It's easy to do nothing. It's easy to not eat the right foods. It's easy not to try. It's easy. The easy way. It's easy to be lazy. Jay Morris, I hate when people ask me how I'm losing weight. It's not magic. It's not magic. It's a lot of work. And it doesn't mean that someone's not going to have challenges. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have more challenges than someone else. You might have less time than someone else. Okay. You might have more weight to lose. Okay. You might not make as much money, which could put strains on gym memberships or money for gym clothes or equipment or transportation or whatever. I mean, everyone's going to have different challenges. And I'm not saying this to be insensitive to some of your challenges. Are some of you going to have more challenges than me? Sure. Do some of you have less challenges than me and still make excuses? Yes. So for every single person that's going to say, well, I don't have time, I have two jobs and four kids, I'm a single parent. I get that. I get that. I don't have that. So obviously, I don't have as many challenges or time constraints or responsibilities, maybe that you do in that sense. However, there are people that have more time than me, that have more abilities, more money, more this, that, and the other, and they do less than I do. So, what are we comparing against? What are we comparing against? Because just because you don't have a lot of time, first off, there's two things. Just because you have time doesn't mean you're using it wisely. Just because you have money doesn't mean you're using it wisely. I mean, how many people have made millions of dollars and blown it and just fucking lost it, right? Just stupid shit. And life, nature, science, reality doesn't give 2.75 fucks whether or not you have four kids, two jobs, single parent or not. That is unique. That's the difference. And like I said, it doesn't mean that some of you don't have it hard or tough. Hard is relative. Like, I mean, life is hard. Life is hard for everyone, but it's relatively speaking proportional, right? And subjective is another way to think of it. So life doesn't care whether or not you have your situation. Okay. We're all in the same world together. Some people have different situations, but the fact of the matter is either you do your work, you do your training, you do your eating, you do your things you need to do, or you don't. There's not a there's not like a number three. Okay. There's do or do not. Right. Was that's Yoda. I'm not trying to steal a quote. I think he said that too. Right. You do or you don't. Yes or no? One or zero, like A or B. It's two choices. There's two fucking choices. Two things that you can do, and that's to do it or to not to do it. I recommend that you do it. You don't have to do it. I don't hate you if you don't. I really don't care if you don't. I mean, I do. That's why I'm doing this. But I'm doing what I'm doing this for, the podcast, the Daily Swole. I'm doing this because a lot of you are listening and you're doing stuff about it. I don't care if 100,000 people are listening and 5 people take action. I'm doing it for the 5 people. I'm really doing it for everyone with the hope that everyone's going to start doing something, but some of you will, a couple will, maybe one, maybe none, maybe 10. A lot of you won't, but that's fine. I'll do it again anyway. May I'll catch you tomorrow. May I'll catch you the next day. May I'll catch you the next day. May I'll catch you the next day. But I'm doing it for the people that will do something about it. You know, the small wins, the small increments of change that's going to improve, that can improve your lifestyle. One person out there, 2 people out there. So you all have choices. See someone on YouTube that says, MB hugs trees. Life is choices. Life is choices. And you have the choice to do it or not. You have the choice to work out right now. Now, if it's late, it's a Friday. You might not, I'm not expecting you to go fucking train right now at 10:30 at night. You could just get it done tomorrow. If you're watching this or listening to this and you're thinking, fuck, I've been a lazy piece of shit. I need to get my act together. Papa Solio's right. Look at that fucking beard. It is absolutely amazing. Now I'm inspired. I'm going to start tomorrow. Good. Don't worry about tonight. Fuck everything that happened before today. Every time I do a show, every time I do a daily swole, every time I do a workout, you don't remember the last ones. Like they don't matter. Of course, my physique is accumulation of my entire life and all my hard work, which is why I think a physique is worth more than money in a sense, because I wear my hard work on my body, like my muscles, my shape, like my hard work and my discipline is evident. Now, it doesn't mean that someone can get a physique similar to mine in less time because I haven't always been trying to, linearly bulk, which is impossible, just like nonstop gains, 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 gains. You go through phases and intensity changes and life changes and different desires and motivations and all those things, right? Inspirations, if you don't want to use the word motivation, which I fucking hate and I still use once in a while. God damn it. But there's that last at bat, like you're only as good as your last run, your last time out on the court. So basketball playoffs are going on now. If you follow sports, any kind of sport, you're only as good as the last shot you take, right? If you made the shot at the buzzer 2 nights ago and you won the game, wow, everyone's excited. But if you have to take another shot at the buzzer tonight, you better hit that fucking shot because when you miss it tomorrow, they're going to remember you lost the game. You missed that shot. Like it doesn't matter the previous game before. You got to fucking make this shot. You got to do it the next day. So if you fucked up on Sunday and you ate like shit, what's today? Friday? Fuck that. I don't think it's Sunday already. I don't even know what day it is. If today's Friday and you fucked up today and you're like, shit, I should be doing better. I should be doing better. I shouldn't be a piece of shit on Friday. I need to get my act together because every day counts. Papa Swolio is right. So get it tomorrow. And tomorrow, today doesn't exist. Tomorrow, Saturday, there's no more Friday. It's in the history books. It's the past. No one's going to fucking remember or care about Friday. It's over. No one gives a fuck about Friday. There's 1 hour, 36 minutes, 35 minutes just turned over, according to my clock on my computer. There's 1 hour and 35 minutes left in Friday. And then it's never going to happen again. This Friday is fucking done. So if you screwed up today and you didn't crush it today, that's fine. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not work out today. She's telling me to get in shape, but he didn't even work out. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I got my best friend in from out of town. My dad's in from out of town. Got shit to do. Fucking slept in a little bit this morning, like a little bit, mid morning. But then I had a bunch of stuff, hit the fan and things got a little bit hectic and stuff got pushed around. Okay. And I didn't end up making it to the gym, Pump Town. Well, guess what's happening tomorrow, fam? Guess what's happening tomorrow? Fucking Gain Train is pulling right up to the station. And that station's right outside my place. And it's going to pick up old Papa Swolio. It's going to drag my swole ass to the fucking gimnasio. I'm going to make those weights. Oh, I'm going to make those weights wish they were never forged because I'm going to fuck their world up. And there you go. And there you have it. And all of a sudden, boom, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The gain train is going to Boston fucking Mass. And that's all there is to it. So let's talk about the original topic because I'm just going off, but it's good shit. It's good shit. I didn't work out today. Now, when I'm saying every day, it doesn't mean that you're always going to be able to work out every day. Things come up, things get in the way. You don't get up early enough. You go to sleep too late. Your scheduling gets out of control. You're not in your zone. It's not your time. You just feel sore. Something hurts. Something's going to come up someday. Could have been today, could have been tomorrow. You're going to have an issue. You're going to have something that discourages you from training, that keeps you from training, something that gets in the fucking way. And you're going to have to come back from that, whether it's an injury, whether it's a mental slump, whether it's overtraining, you're just burnt out, whatever it is. So I could either beat myself up today, tell myself, oh my God, I'm skinny. I feel flat. I feel this, that, and the other. I don't feel good. I could have all this kind of mental junk in my brain piece. Or I can fucking ignore it, finish out the day strong, drop a sick episode of the Daily Swole, share with your friends, 714, lit like a tit, yoke like it ain't no joke, fam. And tomorrow I am going to rape the weights. And that's all there is to it. I'm going to pillage it like fucking Genghis Khan. I am going to absolutely destroy. This could be a Mongolian massacre. This could be a fucking barbarian horde just destroying the weights. All over that shit. And that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. So the best time to train right now, drop in the comments what time of day you work out. Are you an evening person or are you a morning person? Now, my opinion on this, I'm not dropping science or studies or, oh, in the morning testosterone and growth hormone levels are higher, blah, blah, blah. Let's get one thing straight. And yes, the best time to train, that title and everything I said before that, up to this point, I know we're in the middle of the show, but I never rant on these shows. Like that's a setup. Talking about getting it fucking done and getting your mind right. Because a lot of you are asking me when the best time to train is, and you're asking the wrong question. You're asking the wrong fucking question. You're asking me when the best time to train is. And my question to you is, I'll answer that question with a question. Papa Swolio, when's the best time to train? Why are you asking me when the best time to train is? Like, why is that question even being asked? When's the best time? When you fucking can. When you can get to the gym. If you can get to the gym at 5 a.m., then you go to the gym at 5 a.m. If that's your only time, go. If you can only go to the gym at 9 p.m., you fucking go. Go. Go to the gym. Go. Get it done. Just fucking do it. Now, if you want to do a pro and con list and discuss, okay, well, what are some of the benefits of working out first thing in the morning? All right. My opinion. Again, you start your day with a win. You start your day with a positive thing that you can control. You can go to the gym, get your body moving, get a sweat going. It's a great way to start. You wake up wonderfully. You feel good and pumped all day. You eat the rest of the day trying to repair and treat your workout right by drinking plenty of water. You feel good. You feel tight. You feel sore. You feel pumped. I think it's a great way to start the day. That being said, working on the evening, it's a great way to blow off some steam. If you like to release tension that way, it's a great way to kind of like a moving meditation, focus, do something for yourself after what might have been a stressful day. You can kind of decompress and then exhaust yourself and then go home, shower, eat, and go to sleep. Like that might be better for you. I think there's a great mental approach for both. I also think that if your schedule changes back and forth, the fact that you're consistent, you go in the morning one day, the night the next day, the morning the next day, fucking fabulous. Just the fact that you're going every day, that's the win you're looking for. That's what's important. Not the fact that you're, oh, working out before the sun comes up, because studies show that when the moon is in contrast with the sun, it creates a polar bond between these two constellations that pull at your fucking adrenal gland and squeeze out some more testosterone. What the fuck are people like this? There's no like magical time when like the aurora borealis is just tickling your ball sack and will whisper into your ear like the fucking tooth fairy, "It's time to pump. It's time to pump." Like fucking Arnold with a tutu and like feathers. "It's time to pump. Go to the gym. Brr, go to the gym, y'all." There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. There's no fucking magic fitness genie that's going to come and tell you, now is it time to train. Now is it time to train. I don't know why I did it like fucking Peter Lorre. "Now is it time to train, senor. Tonight you shall train and you shall get pumped." Yes. It's getting fucking weird. It's Friday night. I feel like on around Halloween time, gonna do like the House of Gains, like the House of Horrors, like the House of Swole. And like you'll just go in and people will just be throwing supplements and protein powders and like scaring you. Boo, bench 315. Anyway, so before we go too far off the deep end, really, there is no best time. Whenever you see the word best, you're getting someone's opinion. Whenever you see the word best, you're getting someone's opinion. You're getting someone's opinion based on some study and this and the other. And I believe, as far as I know, as far as the last that I've checked, if you do it early in the morning, you might have higher levels of, serum testosterone or free testosterone or um, growth hormone, because your body's repairing all night. So that hyperbolic curve might be slowly reabsorbing as you wake up, as your body kind of comes out of repair mode and sympathetic system starts firing and turning on. That makes sense. I think that makes sense. I also don't think that you have to work out first thing in the morning to have a great workout. Some of you are going to love starting your day that way. Some of you have to start your day that way, because if you don't, you're not going to get it done. If you work 7 a.m. to 7 or 8 at night, I don't know what the hell you're doing, but if you're a nurse, if you are construction, if you do anything on your feet all day, even retail, like you're going to be fucking exhausted. I don't know how many of you, if you work 7 to 7 or 7 to 8, you work a 11, 12, 13-hour shift, you get off at 8 o'clock, you get to the gym at 8:39, 9 to 10 or 10:30, eat home 11. You're going to be, I mean, that's tough, because especially if you have families, like you're not seeing anyone really, right? Wouldn't it be better to get up at like 4:35, go to the gym, work out for an hour, go right to work? You feel energized all day. You get home at 7 to 8, eat dinner, read a story to the kids, watch some TV, spend some time with your wife or kid, whatever, rub one off in the bathroom, like whatever you want to do, right? Fucking, and then you're in bed at like 10 or 11 and you wake up, you get 5 or 6 hours of sleep a night. All right. It's a life. It's a life, but it's a healthy life and it's a longer life. And those of you that are single, have more free time, more freedom, can take more risks, like there's no excuse for you not to get it done. There's no excuse for you not to get it done. Those of you that have families and a ton of responsibilities, I still don't feel like there's an excuse to get it done. There are more reasons. There are more reasons available for you to not do it. There's no excuse. Don't have time? That's not an excuse. I mean, that is an excuse, but that's not a good excuse or a valid excuse. It doesn't excuse you from not training. Do you have syphilis? Do you have typhus? Do you have typhoid fever? Do you have jaundice? Okay, take a fucking day off. If you don't, if you're just a lazy sack and you don't want to get into a good fitness routine, then you just have to shut up and do it. Unless you don't want to be able to breathe walking up the stairs, or play with your kids because you're out of breath, or be able to see your dick, or be able to tie your shoes when you're 45 years old. Like these are the real things that some of you might have to deal with. And if I stepped on any toes or slapped anyone in the taint, or anyone just took offense or like, oh my God, that's me. Well, wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up and do something about it, because I'm not insulting you. I might be just painting the most real picture that anyone ever has. And it's so true. You don't like the way it sounds because, yeah, it sucks. I painted a shitty picture, and unfortunately, that shitty picture is what a lot of you see every fucking day when you look in the mirror and when you live your life. And my point on this Friday night, for those of you that are paying attention, is that it doesn't have to be that way. It's that way because you are making it that way. And then you have to ask yourself the question, why don't I love myself? Why don't I care if I'm healthy? Why do I care whether or not I'm on oxygen the rest of my life, or whether I get fucking cancer, or whether I can't, piss without shoving, you know, a catheter up my cock hole? Like, you have to really start thinking about these things, because what do you think happens? Why do you think there are nursing homes? Why do you think there are so many of these communities that have people that can't even wipe their own asses? Why do you think that exists? Some people's profession is only to take care of people that can't take care of themselves. There are professions for that. There are thousands and thousands of homes and places and, old age fucking, not retirement, but, those shitty places that no one wants to go to, you know? I can't, there's so many of them for a reason, because everyone gets old and the vast majority of old people can't take care of themselves. And we all can take care of ourselves. That's why you're here watching, because you're a functioning human being. You're watching me on your phone, TV, laptop, tablet, wherever the hell you are. So you have the choice. You have the ability now to make that decision. You have the ability now to make a difference, to make a positive impact. You have all that ability. You have all that ability. It's right there. It's right there. It's all in this episode. Now, do you need the perfect workout program? No. Do you need to know how often you should do cardio? How many days should I do it before or after? Who cares? Like, don't even worry about that yet. Like, if you haven't started, don't even worry about cardio or how many reps to do. And just go. Just fucking go. If you don't have a gym membership, why not? Like, go. Go get one. Go get one. You want more content? You want more information? Watch my podcast. Watch more episodes. Dig into this a little bit. Ask questions in the live cast. Start posting up. What's up, Oliver? Yeah, just get involved. Yeah, nursing. Yeah, why? Yeah, hugs. Why couldn't I think of nursing homes? Why couldn't I think of that fucking name? Whatever. Yeah, nursing homes everywhere. Nursing homes, retirement homes, all these communities, nurses going in and out, just nurses helping, wiping fucking asses, changing bedpans. You don't need it. That's the crazy thing. You don't need that shit. You don't need that shit. Every one of those people earned that. They earned that by not taking care of themselves. Now, you have to think about these old people. They maybe were born in the 30s, in the 40s, in the 20s. Some of those are still around. That was a different time. When you're in your 30s and 40s and it's like 1960, 1970, 1980, fitness isn't really bumping. You don't know a lot. You don't have the internet. You don't have all this information flowing. You have a lot of propaganda. You got a lot of shit that's not known. We're still consuming. Still got fucking like lead paint. You still got kids' toys, or you plug into outlets and shit. Kids are like saying, "Oh, the new game, stick a fork into the socket. Oh, cool. Can you can you get the fork to fit?" So yeah, there's still have a lot of things that can kill children. You still have a lot of things there's a lot of stuff going on. All right. There's a lot of things that haven't been hashed out yet in life, so to speak, in the country. So you didn't grow up with all the shit that we know. Like, you're getting this information now. If you're watching this podcast, you don't have an excuse. If you have a cell phone, you don't have an excuse. You have all the information right there. You have plenty of information to get started. Need a workout routine? Google home workout routine. Need a gym routine? Google gym workout routine. Like, you have all that. You will get a million results. Will there be ones that are better than others? Of course, but just fucking start. Just fucking start doing something. If you go from zero to doing nothing, like doing absolutely nothing, to doing the first workout that pops up when you type in gym workout routine on Google, you go from nothing to doing that consistently, you'll see results. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. It's the consistency, it's the doing, it's the trying, it's the experimenting, it's the learning, it's being open minded, it's keeping it simple. And I do think that's why I do my own stuff. That's why we have a community. That's why we all have Swolenormous X. That's why we have our programs and workouts and nutrition talks and all our content, yoga classes. That's why we do this here as a community. And those of you that are also members of Swolenormous X, that's why we do our stuff, because we pass around information. We provide all that content. We provide all that science, programming, corrective exercise for nutrition, for preventing injuries, longevity, mobility. And we build on that and add more and more and more to improve ourselves, to look for ways to advance and to further prevent injuries and to further improve our performance and our quality of life. And it grows from there. So you have to find resources out there that you trust and then do it. And again, it doesn't matter if you have the greatest shit in the world. It doesn't matter if you have the most expensive gym membership. It doesn't matter if you have $10 million in the bank. It doesn't matter if you have a Mercedes. It doesn't matter if you're white, if you're black, if you're Chinese, it doesn't matter what you are. Are you looking to improve yourself? Are you taking your health as a priority? Are you looking at your fitness as a priority? It's a priority. We're all human beings. Yes, we're different genetically, but we're all humans and our bodies work quite similarly with subtle nuances, like we've talked about with nutrition and with certain training. Like that's where the beauty of it comes in. That's where the journey and the trial and error and figuring it out and learning and studying and testing but you have to grow to love that, because that's all there is. Loving the journey and the process of having quality of life and living longer, better, and more fruitful existence. That's all there is. And when you start jumbling up with all these different complications, you forget the fact that you need to do before you master and practice. Like, you have to do it before you can get excellent at it. And you're going to be shitty. You're going to do things that don't work that well. And your body doesn't respond instantly. It takes time, takes years. It just takes time. It takes time. Muscle takes time. Losing fat takes time. Once you start trying something, you got to put effort into it and be repetitive and coats of paint, coats of paint, coats of paint. It takes time. So I implore you to start doing something to find that best time for you and to train at the time. Schedule that time to train regardless of the research that you read, regardless of anything that you comes up in Google of the best time to train. If you're not a morning person, you couldn't for the life of you get up in the morning, you have to work at night, then fucking do it at night. If you can train 6 days a week at night and you know you'll make it, or if you try to force yourself at 5 a.m. and you only get there 2 or 3 times a week, then fucking go at night. Like, seriously, don't try to make it at 5 a.m. if you're going to be spotty, inconsistent, and making it 2 or 3 times. If you can be consistent 6 days a week in the evening, don't fucking fall into that trap. Go at night. If you can only go at night to be the most consistent, then go at night. Now, if you're trying to go at 5 a.m. and you only make it at 5 a.m. 2 or 3 times a week, you better fucking sure as shit be going at night the days that you can't make it or you oversleep or whatever happens. Like, don't miss out on those. But my point is, be consistent. Be consistent. Yes, Kyle, we'll end on that. The best time to train is whenever the fuck you can get there. That's exactly the theme of this episode. Whenever the fuck you can get there is the best time to train. So on this Friday, tomorrow, we'll call it that Friday, this fucking Friday. Friday, what's today? Friday the 20th. It's 420. And today being 420, we're going to roast Friday alive with sick fucking gains. So tomorrow, if you were slacking today, tomorrow, if you couldn't pull the shit together today, tomorrow, which is soon to be today, you are going to rage, you're going to be on point, and you're going to get your shit together. So if it's been your entire life, if you're new to this and you're new to the Daily Swole, welcome to the Daily Swole. Welcome to Pumptown. Welcome to Gainesville. Welcome to Jacksonville. Welcome to Swole Lake City, Glutah. Welcome to Boston fucking Mass. Welcome to the most muscular Swolecast in the realm. because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for episode 714 of the Daily Sleazy, the sleaziest taint cast you will ever see. I hope you took something powerful away from today's episode. If you haven't seen the whole thing or listened to the whole thing, I'll get that podcast up for all of you ASAP, SoundCloud, Apple Podcast. Don't miss it. Share it, tag someone, share the love because there's some awesome stuff in here for everyone. I really do believe that. And even if you're on point, it always helps to get another coating, another slap in the face to make sure that you stay there. So peace out, fam. Love you. I'll see you all in Swolenormous X. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh. Out. Oh, oh. Yo is done. Oh, oh.